She hands it off to Jackson. Jackson uses the screen, lost the handle, bounced past to Plum. Plum loses it, regains it, throws it up for grabs. Grabbed by Boston out of the sky. And we're going to have a foul here. No, a timeout taken by Indiana.
What I love the most about this squad is that, just like O said, like we instill confidence, the coach instills confidence that any shot you take, shoot it with confidence because we trust you and we trust that you're going to make it. And I feel like that's just really helped us down the line because no matter who comes in, no matter who steps up, we're all just really happy for each other.
Aliyah Boston's post-game words had every Fever fan buzzing. And the best part is, she backed them up on the court. In a season where Indiana has been hit hard by injuries, she delivered 22 points, 11 rebounds, and a career-high 6 steals, sealing it all with the defensive stop that closed the game. Her statement wasn't just talk. It was a window into how the Fever pulled off their most important win of the year. Despite the setbacks and shaky momentum, one unlikely hero lit the spark that shut the door on LA. This victory could be the turning point of Indiana's season. If you're hyped for the team, drop a big Fever win in the comments.
Fever down! Bow, bow, bow! Hell yeah!
How do you win when half your roster is stuck in street clothes? That was the challenge Indiana faced heading into Los Angeles with Caitlin Clark sidelined, Sophie Cunningham out, and both Sydney Colson and Ari McDonald unavailable. 4 guards gone, 4 playmakers missing, 4 voices absent from the rotation. For most teams, that would spell disaster in a game with playoff stakes. But the Fever didn't have the luxury of folding. They walked in with nothing but grit, toughness, and belief in the players still standing.
The resilient, nature of our team. I think one other thing that sometimes goes missed is just the character of these women, right? Especially this group that's been here, that's gone through all of this, and then the ones that we brought in with O and Che and AP. I mean, these are women who care about winning. These are women who care about one another. These are women who sacrifice every single day.
This wasn't just about a long injury list, and it definitely wasn't just another random August game. The Sparks weren't some ordinary opponent. They had owned Indiana all season, winning all 3 previous matchups, each loss stinging worse than the last. The stakes in the standings made it heavier. The Fever clung to 6th place, barely holding on to a playoff spot, while Los Angeles sat in 9th just 2 games back, ready to pounce. One slip, and that gap could vanish. With 4 losses in their last 5, doubt was creeping into every conversation around this team. Were they about to unravel at the worst possible time?
Steph mentioned, whenever she sees you with the 2 black eyes, she smiles in a way because it just exemplifies your toughness. Do you feel tough in these kinds of situations with these 2 black eyes?
I mean, that's what people keep telling me. Every time she sees me, she smiles and then she says, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, you don't need to be sorry. This is what it is. And when I'm playing, I forget about it, and then I go and look at the mirror. I'm like, oh shit, they're still there. So yeah, I don't really think too much about it because I don't necessarily feel them all the time.
Yeah, and you're still able to see completely fine?
Yep.
All right.
Nothing's changed.
All right, perfect.
Picture the challenge. A team that looked fragile from the outside, staring down the final 5 games of the season while piecing together patchwork lineups. At this point, it wasn't about chasing perfect rhythm. It was about surviving every possession. That survival mentality became their blueprint. Every player who stepped on the floor had to do more than their usual role, and every minute meant carrying weight far beyond the box score.
Originally, I was like, I just need to get the swelling to go down in my forehead. So I put a patch, slept with it. The next day, woke up, and I was like, okay, the bump is almost gone, but now I have 2 black eyes. So that was tragic. But I mean, it's at this point, it's unfortunately won't be able to hide it. People know, so just rolling with it.
Were you able to hide it for the photo shoots?
The makeup artist did a really, really, really good job. And people that hadn't met me before were like, oh, I can't even tell. I'm like, okay, that's good. We'll take it. But I'm hoping they'll do some editing in the post.
And then there was Lexi Hull. She wasn't just out there playing. She was battling, even with both eyes bruised from a collision with Gabby Williams in the previous game. 2 black eyes didn't stop her from digging in on defense, chasing loose balls, and fighting through screens. Hull embodied exactly what the Fever needed that night: show up even when it hurts. Her presence alone sent a message. If she could fight through, so could everyone else in Indiana Red.
I imagine on Tuesday you got checked for concussion, facial fracture. Just how much of a sigh of relief was it that you didn't have concussion or any kind of fracture in your face?
Yeah, honestly, when it happened, I was like relieved because I could feel myself like I was good to go. Like I felt completely with it. They did all the tests they needed to do and put ice on it right away, try to keep the swelling down. But I felt good knowing that like obviously it could have been a lot worse. And I'm grateful for the people online wanting to check on me and make sure that I'm okay. But I'm okay. I've been fully checked out.
That's what set this game apart. It wasn't about flashy plays or highlight reels. It was about survival. Every rebound, every bucket, every defensive stand carried extra weight. One strong run from LA could have ended it in a flash, but the fever never broke. They absorbed the pressure, matched the spark's intensity, and pushed back against a team desperate to close the gap in the standings.
I like that we dug in. It wasn't ideal in terms of how the game was. It was ugly. We had moments where we were better than others, but we dug in. I mean, when you think about key defensive stops, key offensive rebounds, like AB's key offensive rebound there at the end, making plays, deflections that led to steals or deflections that led to bobbled passes.
By refusing to fold under pressure, Indiana created the perfect opening for an unlikely hero to emerge. Their resilience set the stage for a veteran who had been waiting for her chance to take over, and that moment belonged to Odyssey Sims. On a night that was supposed to be about simply surviving with a short-handed roster, the 31-year-old guard, coming off the bench, became the heartbeat of the game. And it wasn't just about timing, it was about history. Facing the Sparks, the team she once called her own, gave Sims an extra layer of motivation. You could see it in every possession. This game meant something deeply personal, and she played like it.
Sims left open for three. She got it. Now, offensive rebound. Sims the runner. Here's Howard. Shovels Sims right at the doorstep, and she gets it off the window. 3-on-3 the other way. Sims the take and finishes the lefty layup.
At this stage in her career, few expect a backup guard to shoulder an offense. Odyssey Sims isn't the name opponents highlight on the scouting report like Aliyah Boston or Caitlin Clark. But when Kelsey Mitchell struggled to find her shot, hitting just 5 of 14 attempts, the cracks that usually doom a team never came. Instead, Sims became the solution. She entered calm, decisive, and fearless, treating every possession as if she had been preparing for it her entire career.
Down by Plum. Plum 1-on-2, ripped away there by Sims. Great play by Odyssey Sims. Played the ball. 3-on-3 the other way. Sims the take and finishes the lefty layup.
The box score says 21 points, but the real story was when and how they came. Sims showed total composure under pressure, pushing the pace when Indiana needed a spark, then slowing it down when LA threatened to swing momentum. And in the fourth quarter, she became the closer. Possession after possession, the ball found her hands, and she delivered, driving through traffic, pulling up from mid-range, and creating off the dribble. These weren't secondary touches. She had become the go-to option.
The lead back up to 3. Sims left open for 3. She got it. Odyssey Sims with the triple to tie this one up at 74 apiece. Got the offensive rebound out to Mitchell. Here's Hall curling. Hall down the lane. The kick out Sims. Sims in the paint. The runner good. They put Turner on the inbound. Alaman inbounds it to Hamby, and so now that'll be that. So the Indiana Fever come into here.
The defining moment came with 13.6 seconds left, when Indiana's season hung in the balance and the ball found Sims. She rose into the quick floater she's perfected over years, and it dropped clean. That was the shot. the one that sealed the lead for good and stunned the Staples Center crowd. As she ran back down the court, arms steady and face composed, it felt like she'd known all along this moment was meant for her.
Yeah, honestly, 5 straight points for you to help take the lead at the end of the game. Just what was that mindset for you in those final seconds?
I mean, I didn't shoot the ball well from the 3. I was over before I made that shot, but I mean, I didn't lose confidence. I think my teammates did a great job, along with the coaches, just constantly talking to me and weren't worried about my missed shots. It just came down to continue to play. They believe in me so much, so that helped me. And when I shot it, I was open. It was one of those do or die. It went in, and I was excited about that. Like I said, I was open from the 3, but we got the W, so it feels great.
After the game, Sims summed it up with a simple mantra. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. That line captured the essence of Indiana's night. No excuses, no panic, just preparation for whatever came their way. Thanks to Sims, the Fever left with more than just a victory. They left with proof that resilience isn't a slogan, it's who they are.
Just going off just like the last few years, just up and down, in the league, out the league, hardship, contract being cut, all of that stuff, really doesn't matter. I think I'm the human definition of you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I think every opportunity that has been given to me, I've taken full advantage of it. These opportunities that you can't let slip away. You never know what tomorrow brings. You never know. You be on a team one day, go on the next day. So just being able to come in and just stay ready, have my energy flow to my teammates, and just be positive. Like I said, I'm with a good group.
And as great as Sims was, she wasn't carrying the load by herself. Right alongside her stood the foundation of the Fever's identity, Aliyah Boston, dominant on the floor and delivering a post-game message that still has fans buzzing.
Sparks started the game on a 7-0 run. Here's Mitchell. Right back to Boston. And unable to get that one, but follows her on. Cameron Brink and Ray Burrell going to be checking in next time there's a stoppage for LA. Here's Turner in traffic, and she gets it up off the window.
Beautiful pass from Boston.
7 on the shot clock. Mitchell turning the corner. Jump stop in the lane, loses the ball. Brink throws it right to Boston. Easy layup.